violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
PD identifies and arrests one of 3 suspects accused of attacking and robbing a woman last night in the French Quarter. 27-year-old Paris Love was part of a group of...
Guys, what I tell you, man, for one, let's break down Miss Love, okay? 27 years old, blonde hair. Why is she culturally appropriating white woman's hair? Okay, that's not your hair. And she is shooting at another black woman. I'm telling you guys, when you have the women pulling up on ops, shooting ops, and doing all this craziness, that's when you know you have a problem. These super sister gremlins are on demon time.
Bourbon Street shot girls who approached the victim in the 200 block of Bourbon Street. The group allegedly forced the 44-year-old woman to drink alcohol, then attempted to charge her for it. When the victim refused, she was attacked by Love and 2 others. The suspects then took her money and cell phone before running from the scene. The NOPD investigates 2 separate shooting incidents, leaving 1 person dead. The first shooting happened around 10 last night in the 2200 block of North Galvez Street. A group of unknown suspects opened fire on the victims while in a vehicle. 1 man was killed, a woman and 2 other men were hurt and taken to the hospital in private vehicles.
So you've got 2 separate shootings, same day. I mean, it is getting pretty reckless out there in New Orleans. A lot of people losing their lives. Not enough attention is being brought to these situations. Not enough light is being shed. And it's a lot of individuals in the community who are losing their lives because they might just be unaware or in denial that these super gremlins are on demon time.
No additional details are available at this time. 2 women are injured after a double shooting in New Orleans East. They were working in their driveway in the 4800 block of Cardenia's Drive. Both victims were shot in their legs just after 8 last night. Anyone with any more information on either of these shootings is asked to call NOPD.
Breaking news overnight, a shooting in the St. Roch area leaves 3 people hurt and 1 person dead. The NOPD says it happened at around 10 o'clock last night in the 2200 block of North Galvez. Officers say 1 man was killed, 2 were hurt, and a woman was rushed to a local hospital. No additional details are available at this time.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
PD says a double shooting that left 1 juvenile dead and a 14-year-old hurt happened as the victims were breaking into a vehicle. That's just one of several crimes that unfolded in the past 24 hours that has residents on edge. Natasha Robin has the story.
Wow.
2 juveniles accused of burglarizing a vehicle in the 3100 block of Frenchman Street are both shot. Police say suspects opened fire on them as they were attempting to break into a car.
So there you have it. No fear of the police. You know, we're taught in the community that, you know, we're scared of the police when they come up. Our hairs on the back of our necks start to stand and we're shivering and quivering in fear. And that's just not the case. These super teen gremlins on demon time. Their first reaction was to shoot back at the police. And my issue is, where are the parents? Sisters, come get your kids. All right, this is not the type of behavior that our youth should be exemplifying. But it just seems like maybe these kids don't have the guidance, or they might even be encouraged to get involved in this type of lifestyle.
Killing one juvenile and injuring a 14-year-old.
What we've seen repeatedly play out over the last several years is increasing instances in which juvenile offenders have been victimized, and also juvenile offenders perpetrating acts of violence as well.
Police say the gunman took off, and now the investigation continues.
A situation like this is critically important for law enforcement to quickly identify who the suspect is and make a swift apprehension and arrest them, because what you don't want to see is you don't want to see retaliatory street justice out there.
People who live and work around the 4900 block of Ratchet Street say crime there is constant.
Yeah, man, and people are getting tired of it. People are waking up to it. A lot of people are just leaving the city altogether. But you really have to look at these issues and understand where it's really coming from, and it starts at home. I can't really give you any more on that, because a lot of these home environments are just unimaginable. Like, they mamas don't give a damn. They out here running the streets or whatnot. Maybe they're too busy working, can't attend to raising the child. So many different scenarios that go into these guys' upbringings. But to shoot it out with the police and expect to get out of that joint alive, I mean, one of them did, the other one did not. You know, you got to be thinking like, man, what kind of friend are you that you're leaving your friend dead, shot by the police on the scene of the crime?
It's a nice area, nice street. I don't know. Things get worse and worse.
Monday night around 10 o'clock, a suspect, unable to make a purchase at Vertigo, left the business and then returned with a gun.
Damn.
Employees tell Fox 8 he told the clerk to empty the cash register, but she refused, and he instead grabbed the tip jar and walked out.
Wow. And she is lucky to have her life. She is lucky to have left work that day. I know that had to be a scary situation.
I don't know what these people think, but the police have to do something really serious in this area.
Well, you guys defunded the police, so it's going to be really hard for them to use the resources that they don't have any longer to get a hold on this type of activity.
Ferret Stop, Adam Ayad, says the criminals are more brazen than ever before, and he points to video of a suspect breaking into his truck in broad daylight a couple of months ago.
It's like 4 o'clock. I look in a camera, somebody just break in my truck, and just in the daytime, people don't care.
McDonald's on South Claiborne Avenue also hit Monday night. This time, police say a woman armed with a handgun went behind the counter and forced five people into a freezer.
Another woman out here at the McDonald's, robbing the McDonald's. I mean, like I said, when you have the women in the community getting on demon time, I mean, it's feeling like it's OV. It's feeling like a curtain call, y'all.
While the manager was forced to open a safe. Investigators say the armed woman grabbed the cash and took off on foot. We reached out to business leader Henry Coxum, who owns the McDonald's. He didn't comment about it, but said he thought it was a non-story.
This could very easily have been
a non-story? A non-story. I mean, I guess he's trying to be optimistic. Oh, it happens all the time. It's a non-story. These people have been conditioned to become used to this type of activity, and that is one of the scariest parts. We no longer as a community see it as wrong. We just see it as a normal day-to-day way of life. Like, this is how we have to live. In fear, in bondage by these super gremlins on demon time.
Much, much worse.
Raphael Goeneche with the Metropolitan Crime Commission says the NOPD is now addressing its manpower crisis, which will help to combat crime. But he says change will not come overnight.
I'm grateful that we're there and something is being done about it, but it's going to take some time for the police department to be able to rebuild its numbers, to be able to respond to the violent crime surge that we're now 3 years deep into.
According to the Metropolitan Crime Commission, armed robberies outpace all other violent crime, up nearly 50% this year compared to last. In New Orleans, Natasha Robin, Fox 8, Local First.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.